Hey glow getters! Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be playing with this palette right here, the Violet Voss Sakura Blossom palette. This is the most fun I've had doing a video because I'm not only going to be swatching each and every color on my arm, but on my eyelids as well, which took a lot of time and wore my eyelids out, so please give it a full watch if you can today. I would appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much for stopping again, and keep on watching to see how I got this look right here. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This beautiful palette is inspired by cherry blossoms that will transport you to the beautiful Sakura gardens in Japan. Sakura in Japanese translates to cherry blossom. This palette features delicate cherry blossom hues to make every occasion feel like spring in full bloom. Add magic and mystique to your look with high pigment, long-lasting professional formulas with finishes that range from buttery smooth mattes to impactful foils. And again, there are 18 shades in total in this palette. There are 8 mattes, all featured here. And there are 10 sparkly foil and shimmer shades as featured here. And as I said earlier, I will be swatching all these colors on my eyelids one by one. So if you want to see how I do that, then please keep watching. Blossom, which is a vanilla matte. Spring, which is a peachy pink matte. Blushing, which is a bubblegum pink matte. Festival, which is a deep berry matte. Wild, which is a vivid cherry matte. Flower, which is a fuchsia matte. Delicate, which is a chestnut matte. And Season, which is a warm brown matte. Bubbly, a light peach metallic. And this I'm just applying with my finger on this eye. Now I'm applying bubbly with a wet brush, and I will say it did not go very well. I had to really work this in, so it might not be best used with a wet brush. Or if you do, don't apply an eyeshadow base, because I think those two were reacting to each other, which caused it to kind of get flaky. Now taking pink, which is a rose pink metallic, applying that with my finger first. And now using a brush. Next I'm taking Party with my finger, and that is a pink champagne foil. And Party with a brush. My brush was slightly damp, so I wasn't trying to use it with a wet brush, but as I slowly built it up, it came through a little bit more. So now with Sakura, which is the palette's namesake, this is a pale pink metallic, and I applied that with my finger. It was so creamy smooth. I think it's the best color out of the palette. And now Sakura with a fluffy brush. Sweet, a cranberry satin. Full Bloom, a soft red copper foil. Tokyo, a peach with gold sparkles duochrome. Petals, a vivid pink foil. And this one is just gorgeous. A ruby red satin.
with a brush causes fallout, so it might not be a great idea to use it, but it still came out really pretty. And last but not least, Fairy Tale, described as a chocolate berry metallic. And this color with a brush causes a lot of fallout as well, so be careful with that if you do try that with a brush.
This palette is simply gorgeous and super easy to work with. There were a couple colors that caused a little issue, which was the Passion and the Fairy Tale, but you can either apply them with your fingers, or if you do use a brush, just apply some powder under your eyes to catch that fallout. That way you can just sweep it off with your brush later on. All the colors are super pigmented and super easy to blend, and the color payoff is superb. This would be a great palette for beginners because blending was a breeze. And I also love this palette because it takes me back to when I was a kid and we lived in Japan on an island called Okinawa, and I lived there for a couple of years, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And they truly do love their cherry blossom trees. It's got a song and everything. I'm not gonna sing it, but you might be able to find it on Google. So if you do, let me know. They have the most beautiful botanical gardens that you've ever seen. It was like living in paradise. If I could, I would go back. Anywho, thanks again so much for watching. Again, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future uploads. And if you're a returning subscriber and you've watched all the way through, you are a real one. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all of you again. And until next time, keep on shining.